All right, so now we're looking at a couple of word problems. So this first word problem that we're looking at is suspension cables between the two towers of the Mackinac Bridge in Michigan. So they give you this parabola right here. X and Y are measured in feet. What is the height of the cable above the water at its lowest point? So you guys were basically just trying to find the minimum. Okay, that's our goal. All right, so, and you're gonna get some pretty small numbers that you're working with, so you're definitely gonna want your calculator for these. Let's start by figuring out that axis of symmetry. So let's do opposite B over 2A. Okay, so my B value is negative 0.37. And then my A value is that 0.000098. That's 4 zeros. Okay, so when I take those and I do this division, so first off, I've got two negatives. That's going to make it a positive. That's going to give us 1,887.755. I'm fine if you guys want to use this number like just as your answer in your calculator, or if you want to round it up so that it's 1,888. Either one works just fine for me. And that should be feet. Okay. So there's your x coordinate. Remember, x is 1,888 feet. We always talk about the axis of symmetry as being a line. Okay, so now what we want to do is we want to take that 1,888 and we want to plug it in. So let's go ahead, let's try that. So I'm going to do, let me just expand this. So I'm going to take that 0.000098 times 1,888, and that's going to be squared, minus 0.37 times 1,888, and then plus 552. Okay, and then depending on what you used, you probably came up with something close to 202. 0.765. We'll just round that up so that it's 203 feet. Okay, so that ordered pair would be 1,888 and then 203. So this is the x coordinate, so it's 1,888 feet along the x-axis, so right along here, and then it's going to be 203 feet high. Okay. Let's see, that's not the example that I'm looking at. This is the one we're looking for. So a group of friends are launching water balloons. They give you the function negative 16t squared plus 80t plus 5. That represents the height of the first water balloon, okay? So this is the first water balloon. This graph right here is for the second water balloon. And then, so like I said, the height of the water balloon, that's the second water balloon is going to be there. Which water balloon went higher? That's what they want you to figure out. So they basically, with this one, want you to figure out, okay, what's the height? And then for this one, they want you to read the graph and figure out what the height of this one would be. So let's go ahead, let's again find that axis of symmetry, opposite B over 2A. So your B value is 80, so it's going to be the opposite of 80 over 2 times negative 16. So you've got negative 80 over negative 32. That's going to end up being about 2.5. So remember, this right here is your time. So 2.5 seconds is going to be that axis of symmetry. And then you're going to take that 2.5 seconds, you're going to plug it in. So I've got negative 16 times 2.5 squared plus 80 times 2.5 plus 5. When you plug that in your calculator and you calculate it, it should come out to be 105 feet. Okay, so here's that ordered pair. It's going to be 2.5 seconds and then 105 feet high. So now let's take a look at this second water balloon and let's just see where that is. I'll do this one in red. So let's see, this vertex is probably about right here, you think? So a little bit closer to 3 seconds. But let's take a look at this scale here. Each of these is going to be about 25. So this would be about 125, right? So this water balloon, after about 3 seconds, is at 125. It's at its peak about 125 feet. So I think just in comparison of looking at the two, you're going to say that the second water balloon is the one that went higher. And that would end up being your answer. All right, we are done with this section. We will go through those couple of answers tomorrow in class, and then you'll be able to work on your homework. Also, you should be prepared for a quiz to come your way in the next couple of days because we are officially halfway through this chapter. So just be aware there'll probably be a quiz coming at you shortly. Okay, we'll see you soon.